Hey YouTube, CHM Carnivorous here. I wanted to just take a moment to talk about who I am, and the reason why I'm creating a YouTube channel. Um, I have been collecting carnivorous plants for about a year now, and I find it to be extremely fascinating. I've always been interested in plants ever since I was a little kid. The cool thing about carnivorous plants is they've been around for 200 million years by some estimates, and through that time have found a way to evolve to so many different dynamic environments. And that's what I've always really loved about plants, is their ability to survive, to be dynamic, to change. They're just really resilient, and I think that says a lot. We can learn a lot from plants, to be honest with you, just in life. But that's all I will say for my little PA announcement, or a PR announcement. One thing that I want to talk about is just what this channel is and what it's all about. And for me, the reason why I want to create this channel, as you can see, obviously, I don't have the most expensive setup, and the lights I have are the bargain lights that you get, and the plants themselves aren't exactly, I mean, some of them are moderately priced, but most of them are well within budget. And that's something that I'm really going to focus on with this channel, is just how you can grow these things at a budget. And I'm definitely not knocking any of the pros out there. Awesome job with them. I hope to be there one day. They have the very nice, very expensive grow lights, very expensive setups, and their plants just look beautiful. But I don't want that to be a discouragement if anybody decides to get into the hobby and their plants may not look as great, or they may not be able to get the environment just right. I want you to know that there is opportunity, and it's encouraged for individuals like myself to grow carnivorous plants as well. They're a lot of fun. You get a lot of enjoyment out of them. One of the ones, like, for instance, that I want to kind of point on, I did a shorts video on it yesterday, but is this, try to get you in slow. As you probably have seen from my videos, I do have kind of a shaky hand. But this plant right here is one of my favorites. It's a hybrid of a truncata giant and spatulata. What I love about this is when I got it from Predatory Plants about a year ago, and it cost me, I think at the time, like $20. And it has grown very, very well for me. There was a period of time where the environment was I really did not have a grip on the environment. So it did suffer a bit, but it is making a comeback. Those pictures will get absolutely enormous. Everything in this tent will get, for the most part, not some of the other, there's a couple, 2 or 3 that won't, but for the most part, most of these will get absolutely enormous. And that's one thing you have to consider when you're growing these, right? They don't stay small forever. Like the truncata varieties that I'm growing, the truncata giants, they can easily get, when fully developed, 5 feet diameter. So that is definitely something to consider, something to plan for in the future. I hope that wouldn't hinder anybody from collecting them. I do think that they're worth doing. So what got me in the hobby, truthfully, and what really got me interested, is obviously it was an easy segue from general plants. But what got me in the hobby is just how endangered a lot of them are. The Rob Cantley that I have in the wild is essentially extinct. For all intents and purposes, is extinct. There's several other varieties like rigidifolia that are completely extinct. Clipiata is, for all intents and purposes, extinct. And so I thought I'd do my one really small part alongside all the other carnivorous plant growers to try to make a difference in the world, right? And just keep 200 million years of history going. And so what you get is the enjoyment of seeing these beautiful, unique plants grow. And then also the feeling like you've accomplished something, maybe made a small impact on the world. So moving forward, I just want you to know kind of the concept of these videos, the concept of these channels. I'll be focusing on the plants and how they're growing, and also how much I paid for them, just so that you can get an understanding of, is this a hobby that I can get into? And I can tell you right now, right off the bat, that it is very attainable. We'll talk about some other carnivorous plants that I have in the collection, like sundews and Venus flytraps. But I appreciate all the support that I've seen already. The channel's only been out for about 5 days, and the support has been so strong. I'm very appreciative of that. Thank you all, YouTube. Have a great night. And if you will do me a favor, and I know this, I'm going to sound like a YouTuber right about it, but if you could just like and subscribe to the channel, it will really help it get off the ground. My end goal here is just to show everybody in the world just how fun collecting these plants can be, and how you can do it and do your part, and then have a part of the enjoyment of this process, even if you don't have, you know, unlimited income to be able to spend on these exorbitant prices of some of these plants. So YouTube, have a great night. I'll see you soon.